di SMA Santo Yosef, Pangkal Pinang. Mau tahu apa aja yang ada di sekolah kita? Yuk kita lihat. Sekarang kita masuk lihat gedung sekolah yuk. Teman-teman, sekian masa pengenalan lingkungan sekolah online SMA Santo Yosef 2020. Saya mewakili tim panitia dan seluruh warga SMA Santo Yosef mengucapkan banyak terima kasih dan mohon maaf jika ada kata-kata yang salah. Dadah!
Ada juga dan itu ada
wake up, I feel cozy, yeah. Can you hold up? Don't need no coffee yet. I've got no makeup. How do you look so fine? Bust up, bust up. How did I make you mine? Stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah. Stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah. Don't you love when we take our time to make love? Promise you I'm not wasting time in the bathtub. We don't gotta rush, no. Never gonna rush, no. My life's in a slow-mo, always in a slow-mo. I still show up on time. Stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah. Stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah. Stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah. Stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment.
Yes, Melayu Zapin is a traditional welcoming dance from Bangka Belitung. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to World Speech Day Saint Joseph English Club
Misalnya you lihat di sana yang di depan.
2020.
Tunggu, aku lihatnya nggak kebalik.
The Honorable, our Vice Principal, Mr. Friadelis Pardede, Chapter President, Rotary E Club of 3310 Singapore, Mr. Chiu Ban Seng, all the coaches who have coached us, Mr. David Hughes, Mr. Arun Sharma, Mr. Mohamed Syairoz, Mr. Richard Ong, Mr. Rohijas, and Mr. Ernest Chen. Also, our teachers, Ma'am Erna, Mr. Prima, and Mr. Don. World Speech Day live tour, and to all the participants that have joined this event. This event is supported by Rotary E Club 3310, and thank you so much for supporting us. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will listen to National Anthem of Indonesia Raya. Before we start this event, first, let us pray for the smooth running of this event. And Felsi, please lead the prayer.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's pray. God, thank you for blessing us every day. In this lovely evening, we are begging you for more protection, so we can start this event soon. I hope you will be with us all, from the beginning until the end. So, this event will be running well. Thanks God, Amen.
Thank you, Felsi. And next, we're gonna have welcoming speech from our team leader of Saint Joseph English Club, Ma'am Erna. Give him applause. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Thanks for this opportunity. The Honorable Vice Principal of SMA Santo Yosef, Bapak Friadelis Pardede, Charter President Rotary E Club of 3310 Singapore, Mr. Chiu Ban Seng, all coaches who help us a lot, Mr. David Hughes, Mr. Arun Sharma, Mr. Mohamed Syairoz, Mr. Rohijas, and Mr. Richard Ong, of course, Dr. Ernest Chen, teachers, and our beloved participant of World Speech Day St. Joseph English Club 2021. I cannot say anything here except one word: amazing. Why? Because I never thought 6 of the best speakers wanted to help our small English club. They gave us their time, attention, knowledge, experiences, more than me as an English teacher itself at school. In the beginning, I was thinking about 3 topics in my mind. Those are very beneficial for my students to encourage and motivate them brave to talk in front of the camera and also audience. When I was thinking about that, who will be our savior? Suddenly, Mr. Chu sent me a text and invited me to join in one of his events. After that, in few days, I tried my luck. And I sent a text to Sir Chu, told him about these ideas. And surprising, he gave me a marvelous ideas, and then he assisted and conducted, gave a lot of advice for this event. After we spent 1,000 minutes or maybe more than that, finally we had 3 days coaching season and 6 group of private coaching. So amazing, right? As an Indonesian, I call this totalitas tanpa batas.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge applause for them. Well, okay, ladies and gentlemen, in this event, I also can understand one thing, and I took this quote from Coach Richard. I learned to give not because I have many, because I know exactly how it feels to have nothing. And finally, here we are on the final day of the biggest event in the world. Yeah, yes, of course, WSD Day 2021. Before I end my words, I would like to say it's a big honor to work with you guys, coaches, participants, MC, technician, WSD Live Tour, and of course, our beloved SMA Santo Yosef Pangkalpinang. Thank you so much for being a part of the purpose of our WSD Day St. Joseph English Club 2021 to prepare great leaders for the future. Thank you, everyone.
Give him applause one more time. And yes, next we're gonna have welcoming speech from Charter President, Rotary E Club 3310 Singapore, Mr. Chiu Ban Seng. Sir, time is yours.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. It's so nice to see all of you. You know, Erna Widyadi, you talk about circumstances. I want to just say that since you're a mission school, that God works in mysterious way. When you approach me, you approach me and you ask what can be done. And of course, things just flow in. I always believe in faith. I always believe in circumstances, and things just came nicely. When you ask me to see whether there are people who could actually help you in the 3 specific areas, and they are very important specific areas in public speaking and communication, I say, yeah, let me see what I can do. And I reach out. And I reach out to the world, literally. And I reach out to my Rotary community. I reach out to the Toastmasters community. And one by one, I was able to secure the first 3 speakers that I thought were very good in the special areas. David Hughes to talk about storytelling. Arun Sharma to talk about humor. And then, of course, Syairoz to talk about PowerPoint and the power of vocal variety and the use of body languages. As we begin to work, originally, we only have 9 people wanting to be coached. I guess everybody's shy, you know. students tend to be shy until they get to know each other. But then as you told me that there are more and more students, and of course I like to encourage them, you was having people who wants to be trained as MCs. And so I say, okay, let's put everybody together and put everybody into different group. And so we have 6 groups, 1 group specifically just for MC. And I thought who would be the best person to do MC other than Dr. Ernest Chen himself, because he actually runs a program on MCing, how to be a good MC. And so you got this program literally for free. Isn't that wonderful? And of course, what happens is that we put everybody together. We have 1 person from maybe Hughes from Australia, 2 from Malaysia, and 3 from Singapore. And everybody did their wonderful part and make things possible. Rotary E-Club of 3310 have been involved in both public speaking as well as leadership training. We are very, very much involved in youth development, and it's been a pleasure to work with young people. I think the greatest joy you can actually have working with young people is that you can see lives transform and people getting themselves, wow, the discovery, and say, wow, I didn't know I could do this. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity. On behalf of Rotary E-Club of 3310, on behalf of my Rotarians, on behalf of my Toastmasters, it's been a pleasure working with Santos, SMA Santos Joseph English Club. Thank you very much. Over to you, MC.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chiu, and please give him applause, and thank you so much for supporting us. Next, we're gonna have welcoming speech from the founder of World Speech Day 2021, Mr. Simon Gibson. Give him applause. So, Mr. Barata, you can take.
Hello. World Speech Day is turning out to be quite a remarkable day in the calendar. Today, thousands of people around the world are giving speeches. In 2021, we have remarkable events at World Speech Day Singapore, World Speech Day Japan, in Morocco, Ghana, in Nigeria, Mexico, Italy, France, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, India, Pakistan, China, Russia, the USA, Malaysia, Mongolia. I could go on, of course, and please forgive me if I have not mentioned your nation, because some 100 countries will be celebrating World Speech Day 2021, sometimes at live events, often by Zoom. But whatever the mechanism, the goal is always the same, to share ideas. But I think that the spread of World Speech Day also reminds us of the wider role and value of public speaking, above and beyond sharing ideas. Public speaking can be a driving force in bringing society together. Public speaking indeed brings people together. It is an act of understanding. As such, it is a precious contribution to communities in every culture. The theme for this year's World Speech Day is Humanity at a Crossroads. At a crossroads, one is faced with choices. At this point, we face the choice of what response to make to the pandemic, how we shape our future. For example, we could become more isolated and protectionist, or we can become more global in outlook. That is a choice. At a crossroads, one is forced to look both ways to determine what is valuable and worth protecting, and what can be changed. As a result, perhaps we see more clearly what really matters. At first glance, it may seem that public speaking is not what should concern us right now. It's something that, frankly, we can survive without. But in fact, when we stop and look those both ways, we realize that speeches and culture and music and the arts and our social lives matter to us. Indeed, we must protect what seems insignificant. That is a lesson for me from the pandemic. That is a lesson at this crossroads to humanity. There is a famous poem by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. In it, he uses the image of a crossroads, or at least two roads diverging. And he says, I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. My point is that we should not be afraid to take the road less travelled, to protect and stand up for those parts of our lives which may seem inconsequential or simply nice to haves, but in which, in fact, are fundamental to us. They are a relief of the heart, or perhaps the heart in relief. I sometimes remark that whenever something important happens in the world, someone makes a speech. But equally, when someone makes a speech, something important happens. A kind of magic is released. Because in the act of speaking, we can become another. We step outside ourselves and become our public person. I think this may explain why so many of us are afraid of public speaking, because we are being asked to connect with a part of ourselves that we're not sure of. But this may also explain why public speaking can become so transformative, because it lets us live in a public space. It lets us live in the space of shared ideas. It sets us momentarily free through sharing. Above all, it connects us, speaker and audience, because it is an act of understanding. And ultimately, that is what we celebrate on World Speech Day. Thank you very much for being part of it.
Yep, that is a welcoming speech from Mr. Simon, and please give him applause. And next, we're gonna have a welcoming speech and open this event from the Vice Principal of SMA Santo Yosef, Mr. Friadelis Pardede. You applaud. Pak Fria, silahkan.
Thank you very much kepada MC. Sebelumnya saya mohon maaf dalam menyampaikan sambutan ini saya menggunakan bahasa Indonesia. Bahasa Indonesia adalah bahasa kebanggaan dari negara Indonesia. Saya cinta dengan bahasa Indonesia. Halo, salam sejahtera, salam sehat selalu bagi kita semua yang hadir dalam acara World Speech Day Saint Joseph English Club SMA Santo Yosef 2021. Puji dan syukur kita panjatkan kepada Tuhan Yang Maha Kuasa atas segala berkat rahmat-Nya. Kita boleh berkumpul di sini, kita boleh menikmati karunia-Nya sampai saat ini dengan penuh damai. Yang saya hormati Mr. Seng sebagai Charter Presiden Rotary English Club from Singapore. Yang saya hormati saudara-saudara dari tim WSD Live Tour 2021, tim dari from Singapura dan para pelatih, serta Mem Erna, Sir Prima, Sir Don sebagai tim penyelenggara WSD SMA Santo Yosef. Dan juga kepada anak-anak, kepada peserta pidato yang saya kasihi dan saya banggakan. Di sini saya perkenalkan terlebih dahulu, nama saya Friadelis. Yang belum kenal, nama saya Friadelis Ignatius Pardede, mewakili Kepala SMA Santo Yosef. Kepala sekolah tidak bisa hadir, berhalangan hadir karena mempersiapkan rapat kerja Kepala Sekolah Yayasan Tunas Karya. Dalam kesempatan ini saya mengucapkan terima kasih banyak kepada Mr. Seng sebagai pelaksana WSD dari Charter Presiden English Club from Singapore. Kami juga menyampaikan terima kasih kepada tim WSD Leap Tour 2021 from Singapore. Kami juga berterima kasih kepada para pelatih yang telah melatih anak didik kami selama 2 minggu ini, sehingga mereka berani tampil dalam acara pidato sedunia ini. Kami juga berterima kasih kepada teman kami, rekan sejawat, Mem Erna, Sirdon, dan Sirfrima dari SMA Santo Yosef yang telah berperan aktif dalam penyelenggaraan acara ini dari awal sampai saat ini, sehingga acara ini dapat terlaksana dengan baik. Dan begitu juga kepada peserta pidato anak didik kami ucapkan terima kasih atas keikutsertaannya dalam acara ini. Sekolah menyelenggarakan acara World Speaks Day Saint Joseph English Club SMA Santo Yosef 2021 ini sebagai puncak acara dalam memperingati Hari Pidato Sedunia yang kita rayakan pada hari ini, 15 Maret 2021. Saudara-saudari yang berbahagia, ada kata-kata bijak bahwa kata dapat mengubah dunia. Itu saya ambil ya dari kata-kata bijak. Dengan kata-kata kita dapat menyentuh hati orang. Berpidato adalah suatu keterampilan dalam mengolah kata-kata untuk menyampaikan gagasan-gagasan, ide-ide kreatif kepada pendengar. Jadi harapan kami di sini sebagai penyelenggara, semoga para peserta pidato, anak-anak kami yang telah berlatih selama 2 minggu ini, yang telah memiliki keterampilan pidato, dapat memberikan sentuhan hati dan memberikan inspirasi kepada pendengar untuk membangun dunia yang lebih baik. Itu harapan kami. Ya. Saudara-saudari yang terkasih, dengan rasa penuh syukur, puncak acara pidato sedunia ini kita buka. Semoga acara WSD ini dari awal sampai akhirnya nanti dapat berjalan dengan baik dan lancar. Sekali lagi kami dari pihak SMA Santo Yosef mengucapkan terima kasih kepada hadirin dalam pertemuan FitCon ini. Begitu juga support dan dukungan sehingga acara ini dapat berlangsung dengan baik. Bila ada hal yang salah dalam acara ini, dengan penuh kerendahan hati kami mohon maaf yang sebesar-besarnya. Salam, thank you very much. Terima kasih.
Give him applause. And yes, terima kasih Bapak. Dan
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Priya. And I'm gonna try to translate it a little bit to English. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, we must be grateful and thank you for Rotary E Club for supporting us and make us better in English and of course, make us better in speech. Thank you, Mr. Friadelis. And after this, we're gonna start this event. And to the honorable, all guests, MC, and the first session participants, please stay in the main session. And second, third, fourth session, please enter the brigade room. Thank you. And now the event begins. But before we hear the first session speech, let's enjoy the first video performing from Mr. Kenny Kurniawan.
Direkam kan? Oh, bos. Ken,
Mama, take this patch off of me, 'cause I can't use them anymore. It's getting dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on now, knocking on heaven's door. Now, knocking on heaven's door. Now, knocking on heaven's door. Mama put my gun in the ground, 'cause I can't shoot 'em anymore. That long black cloud is coming down. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Now, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Oh, now, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah. Now, knocking on heaven's door. Ooh. Now, knocking on heaven's door. Oh, now, knocking on heaven's door. Feel I'm knocking.
Thank you, Mr. Kenny. That's such a great performance, right? Let's give him applause. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our first speaker, Miss Teresia Vanessa Pianilo from SMA Santo Yosef. The title is Foreign Language as an Opportunity. Miss Teresia, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you, MC, for the welcoming. So, last year, when I was in junior high school, my family brought me to Thailand. I didn't know what I would face there. I didn't imagine what I would meet there. And finally, the day came and we arrived there. Back then, I was able to speak Chinese, but I was barely in the basic level. So I asked a Chinese girl to know where the restroom was. She told me the direction, but I couldn't understand. I felt ashamed, then I lost my words, but I pretend that I understood. That's how my story before I'm motivated to spend more time on studying Chinese. Here, I'm not trying to talk about a particular language, but could you imagine how beneficial it is when you're able to speak another language? For example, when you watch Korean shows, you don't need to read the subtitles anymore. Or if you master English, you will have more opportunity to work in a multilingual company. So, about the experience that I have when I understand Chinese. When me and my family was still in Thailand, we bought crocodile satay. Have you heard of it? Yes, crocodile satay. My mom doesn't like it. She threw it on a small box under the table of a Chinese store, and the seller said, "阿姨,阿姨,不是垃圾桶," which means it's not a trash can. My mom was wondering what she was talking about, but I understood, then I apologized right away. So, what if I didn't get what she was trying to say to my mom? She might be feel really annoyed while I'm still wondering what she was talking about. So, what I'm trying to deliver from the speech is do everything genuinely for yourself. You will more likely to lose interest and unmotivated if you're doing it to impress other people, and it can often pressure you as well. Don't you feel defeated when you don't seem to see any immediate results from all the hard work you've done? Keep in mind that not all improvement can be seen during the process. Spend at least 30 minutes a day. Find your goals and turn it into your priority, then you will have more chance to spend your time on it. Let's imagine how being bilingual will help you in the future. How foreign language study enhances one's opportunities in government, business, medicine, technology, marketing, etc. How foreign language study enhances memory and listening skills. It's been my experience where I met young people who are afraid to learn new language due to the judgmental around them. Keep in mind that their judgmental doesn't affect your future. Focus on your purpose. When you focus on your purpose, then you will have more chance to spend your time on it. Before I end the speech, I would like to point out some words. Judgmental lasts for a second, but ability lasts forever. Yes, judgmental lasts for a second, but ability lasts forever. People judge you. Perhaps they're jealous of you. Intelligent people have no time to judge because they are busy on improving themselves. Believe in yourself that you can do more than you believe, push your limits, and you can do whatever you want. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for your speech, Miss Teresia. I'm agree with you that foreign language can be a good opportunity for our future. So let's give her applause. Next, let's hear the speech from Miss Grace Virginia Latif from SMA Santo Yosef. The title is Changes. Miss Grace, the stage is yours.
Thank you. So I think I can probably say for all the people here that this week has been very stressful. Example, before coming here, I was praying to God that my laptop that I call Houdini will work with me. Now I know what you're wondering. Why Houdini? Well, most of the time it's very nice to me, but when it's not, it will make my life a living hell. Example, if it's not good to me, it will do a disappearing act on my Wi-Fi icon and Wi-Fi signal. But when I check my phone, the Wi-Fi is working just fine. It's very annoying. And I don't know if it's hungry or just hates me, but it really, really doesn't like me when I use it. But when my brother uses it, it loves him. And it's kind of interesting that I have a love and hate relationship on an object that's truly evil, but I kind of need it to survive because all of my assignments and grades are in here. So that's very interesting. But I can talk on and on about Houdini, but that's not here what I'm going to talk about. Today, I'm going to talk about the changes that the pandemic has brought on us, specifically on wearing masks. It's a very easy thing to do. And of course, thanks to all of people in the fields of medicines and advanced technology, we managed to acquire vaccines much quicker than previous years. Yay! It's a very, really joyous occasion that we need to celebrate. But we're not out of the woods just yet. With everything that's come out that's very brand new, you must have your skepticism on it. 2 months ago, when I first heard that the vaccines were coming out, I was with a friend. And when I heard it was coming out, I was very ecstatic. Don't get me wrong, I was very ecstatic. But when my friend heard it, he took it as a sign that we can go back to the way we used to live. But I was still very worried at the time. But my friend was like, it's the green light, we can live free. Yay! He said, one day not wearing a mask is not gonna kill me. I mean, like, the probability is very low that I can get it. It's fine. Well, it wasn't fine because 2 days later, he got a call that his little brother was infected by COVID. It turns out that when he was out in the town without wearing masks, He unfortunately became the carrier of COVID, and he spread it to his little brother. Thankfully, though, they noticed it real quick, and they're fine now, and they've been quarantining together. But ladies and gentlemen, imagine yourself in their shoes and think about it. If they have not found out quickly that they were infected, they could be 6 feet under right this moment. And you could have done so much to prevent it with just one simple action. So please, you don't need to be a scientist, you don't need to be a doctor, you don't need to be a nurse to make a difference. Just doing one simple thing is enough. Wear a mask when you're going out. If you do these things, however, you must also practice what you preach. Because I could sit here preaching about wearing masks, but if I don't do it myself, I'm just gonna be a hypocrite. Every situation comes with its set of changes, but it depends on us to make the difference. So please, when you go out, grab your mask and wear it. Because the changes that we make can help others to not experience the same fate as us. So do it for yourself and do it for others around you. Thank you.
Thank you for your speech, Miss Grace. That was a meaningful speech. Next, we have the speaker, Mr. Diomenardi from SMA Santo Yosef. The title is Plastic Pollution. Mr. Dio, the stage is yours.
Thank you, MC. So let me start with asking, who's here never used plastic? I'm sure the audience who are listening to me now ever use plastic. Even now, you use plastic. Your device contains plastic, right? Other than that, you also ever use plastic items too, whether it's a plastic bottle, plastic straw, plastic bags, and other plastic items. I collected some data from documentation video that shows people consume plastic nearby 64 million tons a year, and only 7% can be recycled. The fact is, there are more than 100 products that we buy for our daily needs, like this tissue, using plastic for their packaging. Reason why they like to use plastic for their packaging, because plastic packaging is cheap and plastic packaging can protect the products from contamination by germs and insects as well. Although that positive impact, plastic has a negative impact too that can't we handle until now. Plastic pollution occurs because people littering their plastic waste in any place. Plastic pollution can occur anywhere, on land, sea, even in the air. Every day, approximately 8 million pieces of plastic pollution find their way into our ocean. 12 million tons of plastic are poured into the ocean every year. That's make 100,000 marine mammals and turtle and 1 million seabirds are killed by marine plastic pollution. Not only animals, marine plastic pollution will affect it to humans too, but with indirectly way. This will happen regularly and will increase 3 times in 4 years. That will make 45% of marine animals will die and majority of marine animals will contain plastic. Human will eat the marine animals and plastic will inside us. So, what should we do as future generation? Well, firstly, let's start by doing a little thing for our earth. Do not litter. Unfortunately, there's many people who don't care about their environment and just littering their plastic waste carelessly. On river, even on land. So let's throw our plastic trash into the trash bin and do not litter. Secondly, we should reduce our plastic consumption. For example, when we go to supermarket or mall, we definitely get plastic bags for the thing that we buy, right? Instead of using plastic bag, we better buy a large tote bag that can be used repeatedly. And when we go to coffee shop that using plastic for their cups and straw, we better change it with tumbler or stainless steel straw. By doing this little thing, we not only can save ourselves, but we also can save our Earth. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dio. From your speech, we know that we can be more aware with plastic pollution. So guys, remember, do not litter. Let's give him applause. Next, we have a special speaker from SMA Negeri 1 Pangkal Pinang, Miss Cindy Audriana. The title is How K-pop Has Made My Life Better. Miss Cindy, the stage is yours.
Thank you, MC. Stress. Hello, everyone. Have you ever felt that you live under pressure, which can cause you depression, stress, sadness, or things that make you in a bad mood? It feels very uncomfortable, right? Well, I've been in this position before, but now I don't feel like that anymore. Do you know how can I spend my days not feeling like that? I can get through my days without feeling that way with just one word, and which is K-pop. Yeah, who here likes K-pop? Or raise your hands if you are the same K-popers as me. No one? Okay, that's fine. Well, K-pop makes my life better. It's because I listen to their song that use an energetic or slowly tempo plus the beats in their song. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to share 3 of my favorite songs which changed my life to become better. First, I really like Listen to Love Myself from BTS. 어제였나 오늘했나 내일했나 I'm learning how to love myself. You know why I really like this song? It's because there's a deep message in the song that wants to be delivered to us. The message contained in Love Myself from BTS, it turned out to have a pretty meaningful message. It is to love ourselves. This song changed me, which I used to feel insecure. Now, I've become more belief in myself. I don't feel jealous anymore because Salsa told me to never feel insecure when we look someone pretty or handsome one. Second, this song also came from one of the members of BTS, entitled Epiphany, sung by Kim Seok-jin. 사랑하고 싶어 in this world. I really like this part because at this point, the tune is soothing to my heart. This song also has a very profound message. The message of the song is that we must to accept who we are. This song also changed my life because when I see someone pretty and rich on the TikTok or in the Instagram, I feel a little envious. But now I don't feel jealous anymore because there are still many people who want to be like me. And the last one, my favorite song is 90s Love by NCTU. Though the song tempo is energetic, it still keeps a pretty deep message. Well, the message is to remember and reinterpret memories of the past because they are valuable. I will sing of my favorite part in the song. Kanjik amanan kana Amy, seru-seru neke nades love. When I was a kid, my grandmother used to take me to game place at Puncak Mall. I miss and remembering the moment. It's a very beautiful memory for me with my grandmother. When I feel sad, when I feel stressed, I think of all of my memory. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, this is how K-pop makes my life better. 1, to love ourselves. 2, accept who we are. And 3, cherish our memory. This is our 3 things K-pop have changed my life, and to make it better, I have changed my life to be better. Please, I would like all of you to be positive, to think positive, to believe in yourself. If I can do it, I'm sure you can do it too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Grace. That was an amazing speech. Wow. Are you guys agree with me? I'm sure all of you agree with me. So let's give her applause once again. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the last speaker before we change the station. Please welcome Miss Hilda from SMA Santo Yosef with the title Deforestation. Miss Hilda, the stage is yours.
Thank you, MC, for the amazing opportunity. Hi, I'm Hilda. Let's imagine that trees give us Wi-Fi. We will all be planting trees like crazy and would end deforestation. It's a pity that trees only produce oxygen we breathe to live, right? Now, so deforestation, ladies and gentlemen. How many of us really understand about deforestation? Do you know how many trees had been deforested in Indonesia itself? Well, let me tell you the answer, but be prepared because the answer will literally blow our mind. About 2.4 million acres of forest had been deforested in Indonesia itself. And in the first 20 weeks in 2020, Indonesia had experienced about 50% of forest loss. This is crazy. The number is so insane. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain more about deforestation. Deforestation refers to the decrease of forest areas that are lost because of many things. Agricultural expansion, wood extraction for loggings, or wood harvest for domestic fuel and cargo, infrastructure expansion such as road building and urbanization, mining, and forest fire. Greatly accelerated by human activity since 1960, deforestation has been negatively affecting natural ecosystem, biodiversity, and the climate. So, ladies and gentlemen, every actions must be resulting in consequences. So what are the consequences of deforestation? First, global warming. Deforestation is the cause of 10% of global warming. Second, loss of biodiversity. Less forest means less place for those nature animals and plants to live and survive. Third, the most common thing to happen, flood. Trees' roots absorb water. So less forest equals to less water absorption. And of course, clean water. So ladies and gentlemen, by seeing all those consequences, what should we do? What are the solutions to reduce or even stop deforestation? Many things start from the government by making strict laws and regulation. Then as the citizen, what can we do? Also many things. First, we can build or join forestry communities. Second, support environmental organizations committed in creating a better future for our earth and the forest. Third, learn about green technologies. Fourth, raise awareness through social media platforms or education. Fifth, the least and easiest thing we can do is replant the deforested areas, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you want to do? Let all the forests get deforested more and more? Or do you want to take actions to stop deforestation and to protect our earth? The answer is yours, but I'm pretty sure that we all now have a clear understanding about deforestation and know exactly what we should do. So do it, spread it, and repeat it. Thank you.
Wow, your speech was so cool. Miss Hilda, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now before we change the session and move to the breakout room, please enjoy the performance from Mr. Gabriel. Here is it.
Wow, that's a wonderful song from Mr. Gabriel. Thank you so much, Mr. Gabriel, for your performance. Let's give him applause. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Natasha Cynthia Audrey from SMA Santa Joseph will deliver his speech with the title Education Nowadays. Miss Natasha Cynthia Audrey, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, education plays an important role for the progress of a nation. If the education of the people is left behind, then the population will experience difficulties in adapting and facing pressure from the outside world. Therefore, it's not surprising that the government holds many programs to support the progress of education in Indonesia. One of which is by allocating large amounts of funds, so the dropout rate can be reduced and more students can get the right to student education. But did you know our education system in Indonesia from the past until now has different ways? Some different of education system in the past and nowadays are learning methods, source of knowledge and information. As we know, in the past, the source of knowledge only came from the teacher. But nowadays, we can get source of knowledge and information from anywhere. For example, the internet, newspaper, radio, television, and the others. Educational material for me. Educational material from the past has a different way with the educational material nowadays. Like the educational material in the past, it emphasized the formation of child content as strengthening the character she or he had. Apart from that, the curriculum used at the time had the same curriculum. Meanwhile, in today's educational materials, the curriculum used is different for each other school. Those my speech for today. There might be some difference with past education, but past and present education is aimed at the same, namely to make society smarter so that it will not be eroded by this more sophisticated and advanced era. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for Miss Natasha Cynthia Audrey for your speech. I know there was many different ways to education from past to nowadays. Now let's move to next participant. We have Mr. Kenny Kurniawan from SMA Santa Joseph will deliver his speech with the title Gamers are the future of the world. Mr. Kenny, the stage is yours.
You may be thinking, oh, you're just choosing a very interesting topic and make it so relatable so that people will pay attention to your speech. Well, yes, I wouldn't even write this dialogue in the script if I was going to talk about something boring. Like a lot of people talk about global warming, our planet, language, nation, plants, blah, blah, blah. Okay. No disrespect for anybody that will talk about those stuff, but I couldn't yawn at your speech at least once. I mean, I wanna talk about something very relatable to everybody. It's about games. I'm sure that 99.999999999% sure that everybody here has played games, either digital or physical. And the rest of you are just boomers. I mean, people that just don't like games. So, why am I so sure that gamers are the future leaders of our world? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking on behalf of Gen Z and millennials. I'm going to give 3 reasons why gamers are the best future leaders of our world. First reason, they are the most intelligent people in the planet. Now, don't be shocked. Believe me, I'm too. But I'm just going to tell from experience. So, since from elementary, I like to play this one game called Minecraft. Now, Minecraft, you may think of like it's just a sandbox game. You just build stuff, you just kill stuff. No, this game has taught me more than that. You see, that game trained me in awareness, strategic, and memory. Like let me just give you an example. You're alone in a cave. You have no light source, and you're trying to survive through the night. And monster just appeared. So what do? Well, if you want to make light source, you have to go and mine coal. But you gotta be aware from the zombies behind you. If you want to escape the cave altogether, you gotta be aware of everything around you. You gotta be aware in front of you, you gotta be aware inside, you gotta be aware behind. Even if a creeper just fell right in front of you, ready to explode, you gotta equip your shield before it kills you. That survival aspect is why I really love Minecraft. Now, the second reason why I say gamers are the future leaders of our world. They're the most sociable person now. You see, now there's like a stereotypes about gamers being like antisocial losers that don't have friends. You couldn't be more wrong than that. You see, gamers are the best social butterflies. They can go to a game like Call of Duty, oh, but then their friends offline. Uh, where? How do they play? Do they play with random people? No, they can just go to Minecraft and play with their friends there. Not to mention the existence of Discord. Discord is not just social media that gamers use. It's a platform. People use Discord as a way to share their gaming experience, to stream, even to make new friends with strangers. Now, I'm going to tell you the last reason why I'm very sure that gamers are the future leaders. You see, gamers can find their passion a lot faster than anybody else. Now, I'm not telling that if you're playing like a fantasy game, you're being a knight, you're killing dragons, you shouldn't be a knight that's been killing dragon in the real life. But I mean, there's a lot of jobs that you can pick. Let's just say that your games is about music. You can be a musician. Let's just say that your games is about building stuff. You can be an architect. Your games is about laws. You can be an attorney, prosecutor, judge. Your game is about leading a nation, making decisions that will matter. You can be a future leader for a country. Now, I'm not saying that every gamers are gods and good in a way, but I'm just telling you to, well, if the next president plays Mobile Legend, don't be shocked. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for Mr. Kenny. That was a awesome speech. You raised gamers as a topic. Now let's hear from next audience. We have Mr. Melfrance Felicio from SMA Santo Yosef will deliver his speech with the title Teenager's Perspective. Mr. Melfrance Felicio, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you for Adelka. And I'm going to start with my speech. Hello, everyone. I see everyone here is amazing. But have you ever had a disagreement with your friends, your parents, or your teachers? Why? Why do you have them? In substance, we all, human, has a different perspective, right? At elementary school, middle school, and high school, I was transferred from a different school to school. And I've met a lot of friends there that has different mindset, different personality, different perspective, okay? At that time, I was thinking that everyone is the same, but I'm wrong. And when I was at high school right now, my friend told me about her problem. Okay, I'll tell you. The second one is when I was in ninth grade, my friend told me that her parents wanted her to go to school A, but she wanted to go to school number B. And what did she do? She told her parents about her perspective, her reason why she chose school number B. And guess what? Her parents listened to her, agree and understand that why their child wants to go school number B. And that's because her parents agreed and understanding. Don't go mad to your teens or your kids. Why? Because let's talk about emotion. So emotion, we all have them, right? But teen emotion are very special. According to Marwa Zab, in a PhD article, why are teens so emotional? That's because one of the part brain here that called limbic brain structure just is slower to develop emotional than logical system. So it takes some time to understanding teen because their emotional system is different from their logical system. And that's why teenagers have a more difficult emotion than the mature one, like teacher or parents. Well, my point is we have to understand each other, like friends, teacher, parents, because we have a different personality and personality. But not only personality, but also perspective. And Proverbs 16:24 said, pleasant words are like honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bone. So great words will take each of us have to have a beautiful life with agreement and respect. And I'm 100% sure me, you, and us, we can understand each other and respect others' point of view. And towards, thank you.
Thank you for Mr. Melbourne. Your speech is so related to the stage of adolescent now who have special emotion. Now, let's hear from next audience. We have Miss Annabelle Christie from SMA Santo Yosef will deliver her speech with the title Violence Against Children. Miss Annabelle Christie, the stage is yours.
Ow! It hurts. What I just did was violence. But why are there still many people who do violence against children? Before that, I would like to confirm one thing to all of you. Everyone here must be a child or a parent. And of course, they have a family. Am I right? Before becoming a parent, previously being the child, and the child will become a parent later. But why do I see on the news is violence against children perpetrated by their own parents? We know that the environment at home and school must be comfortable and provide protection. But why was violence there? I have two stories to share with all of you. First, I will discuss violence in the school environment. Violence in the school is usually in the form of bullying from friends and seniority. The violence is in the form physical bullying, verbal bullying, such as ridicule, and mental bullying, such as being excluded. For example, in the case of a child from Pekanbaru Riau who suffered a broken nose as a result of the victim of bullying. Indeed, it was said the perpetrator was only a joke, but of course it's not a funny joke because he did not accept the victim's parents reporting the incident to the police. This bullying incident can actually be prevented if the people around the victim are sensitive and caring, have the courage to help the victim from bullying and responsive so that the victim does not experience violence anymore. Then the victim must also have the courage to speak up and ask for help from parents or teacher, and the person being asked for help must also help. Second, I will talk about the violence that exists in the family environment. Violence a child receives from a parents every day, not only in the form of action without realizing it, the words that come out of the mouths of parents are also acts of violence. According to evaluation result of Indonesia Child Protection Commission, comparing children with siblings or other siblings, and yelling loudly and harshly is a type of violence from the family environment. It may sound trivial, but you scolded him today, and he or she will remember it for the rest of his or her life. So watch your word, because as long as it hurts other people, then it's called violence. If you experience violence in your family environment, you can ask for help from teacher at school, friends, and people who can be trusted and can help you. In conclusion, from the story, which I want to share with all of you, first, to prevent child abuse from happening again, people around victim or potential victim must be sensitive and care about what is happening around us and reporting the perpetrator to the authorities. Second, to be brave to help victims and to be caring, because if we don't help, who else? Third, no matter how small your joke, whether it's physical or verbal, as long as it hurts and is done continuously, it is violence. Okay, violence is bad to all community. We can stop this together. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Annabelle, for your speech. That was awesome speech, and I agree with what you say that there are still many children who are still victims of bullying, both at home by parents and at school. And I hope this bullying problem will end soon. Now let's hear from next participant. Please welcome Miss Kalista Griselda Nathaniela from SMA Santo Yosef will deliver her speech with the title Simplified Healthy Living. Miss Kalista, the stage is yours.
Thank you, MC. Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to meet you all because it means you are in a good health, right? I hope all of us are always in a good health. Okay, then a little bit flashback. When I was 12 years old, I remember my grandma passing away at the age of around 60 years old. At that time, I tried to accept it. I thought because my grandmother was also, it was natural. Until 2 weeks ago, I met Coach Richard. He is 61 years old, but still healthy, still fit, still young, and even can guide us in the process of making this script. I really amazed and appreciate him. Then I realized that my grandmother passed away early because one of the factors not maintaining her lifestyle. I searched on Google the average age of a Japanese person who died was around 84 years old. I thought if my grandmother had taken care of her lifestyle and lived a healthy diet, she might live 20 years longer. And the question is, how long do you guys want to live? But unfortunately, many of us are blessed with health but cannot maintain it properly. They are too lazy to do an activity, to do an exercise. They don't pay attention of their food. They only want to eat what they want to eat. I just only want to say to you guys that life is only once and very fast than we imagine. Are we willing to waste our life? Actually, living a healthy lifestyle can be beneficial not only physically, but also emotionally. In this age, I mean as a teenager, we have to deal with many problematic things in school. Staying healthy can really help us not to be overwhelmed. Keeping a good eating habit and taking care of our body will make our body strong and help us to cope with stress. As we can see, there are a lot of benefits that we can get if we are healthy. Then, how do we keep ourselves healthy in a simple way? It's easy. Just keep your diet, exercise diligently, get enough sleep, and the most important things, always be happy. I have heard this word. A happy heart is a medicine. A cheerful mind works healing. Don't forget to always smile. Life only once. Let's use our life properly and it can be useful for many people until the end of our lives. Well, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, it can be difficult. I believe little by little we will go to the healthier world. Let's start healthy living from ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much for Ms. Kalista for your speech. I agree with that you said that a person's lifestyle greatly affects his health. I hope the attendants will look after for their lifestyle and be healthy. So thanks everyone for your speech. Now, before we continue to the next participant, please enjoy the performance of the song Yuk Mia, which is a Bangka Belitung traditional song from Lagu Daerah Indonesia channel. Enjoy!
Pergi ke kebun keumeh, mawa suya mikul pacul. Kita begawe bersame-same. Kita nebas lalang macul rumput. Biarlah leteh kebunlah bersih. Sahang kita lama sekali. Ambil belacan garam cabai kecil. Kita ngelempah darat. Pucuklah ikan alar keladi hai lempah darat. Dunia kita makan lauk lempah darat. Lempah darat Bangka asli. Sungguhlah nyaman makan di umi. teh pulang harilah petang. Urang di rumah nunggulah lame. Adilah senang, hati senang gawelah sude. Adilah senang, hati senang gawelah sude. Adilah senang, hati senang gawelah sude.
Okay, thank you for Lagu Daerah Indonesia channel to presenting your Miak song from Bangka Belitung. Let's we continue again our event. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Selvia from SMA Santo Yosef with the title, If We Can Make Mars into the Earth, We Can Make Earth Back to Earth. The stage is yours.
Okay. To all the people of planet Earth, we are expected to go and colonize Mars by 2030 or 2040. And it will be the second step for humanity on conquering the solar system. On Mars, we can't survive that if we don't have enough air, food, plants. So, what do? We terraform the planet. We make the planet similar to or even become Earth. Professor Neil deGrasse Tyson got asked about this question, and he replied with an excellent response. If we have the power of geoengineering to make Mars into Earth, then we can use the power of geoengineering to make Earth back into Earth. Now, we don't have the power of geoengineering yet, and so we need to do whatever we can to stop Earth turning into a living hell. So, what can we do? We can do many things. We can try and reduce our carbon footprint. We can try and donate to a charity movement like Team Trees. With planting one tree for every dollar you donate, this movement goal was to raise $20 million to plant 20 million trees. And it was done in less than a year. Those trees might not be fully grown now, but the impact that it will have in the future will be so big. We may not be ready for doomsday right now, but luckily, it's not now. But it's getting closer. So, if your plan for the future is just go to Mars, I wouldn't mind. I love my planet, and I want to make this planet a paradise, not a living hell. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your speech, Mrs. Selvia. It's a good speech. Give applause for Miss Selvia. Okay. Next, we have Mr. Andika Jantoni from SMA Santo Yosef will deliver his speech with the title LGBT and Human Rights. Its stage is yours.
Okay, thank you. It's my turn already, eh? I'm so nervous right now. When I was waiting for my turn, I was so nervous to the point that I was gonna throw up or something. Is there anybody here the same as me? Like when they got nervous, they feel like throwing up? Anybody? No? Okay, forget it. Let's move on. So nowadays I use TikTok and Instagram a lot. I was scrolling down to the For You page, and suddenly I bumped into a video which is related to LGBTQ plus video. Like other video, usually after I watch them, I always open the comment section, and it's good for this video too. So I opened the comment section, right? And wow, I never felt so true in my life before. It was really wild. There's some inappropriate words that I don't think I can say in this Zoom, so I'm just gonna pass it. We all want to be loved, accepted, and understood, but apparently the human race has not figured this out yet. For example, there's a lot of people around my age and probably your age is getting bullied just because they didn't fit to the standards, they didn't have what we have, because they are different. For example, it's their sexuality. Many people is hiding their sexuality because they don't want people to find out. They don't want to be left out. They don't want to be hate on. Which means they're sacrificing their love for their age or their status. So think of it yourself. How would it feel to not be able to love someone that you love? To being told that you're not supposed to love someone that you love? It will be really devastating, right? I believe that love is universal. Love has no label. You can love whoever you want. You can love your grandpa, your grandma, your mom, your dog, or even the 2D anime character. You can love boys, you can love girls, you can love boys and girls. There's a limit. So, and I still can't believe that there's still a lot of people that trying to stop this, to stop love. We've here because we've adopted as a core motivation the simple fact that this world would be a whole lot better if we just made an effort to be less horrible to one another. So after this Zoom meeting, like after hearing my speech or after this Zoom meeting, I want you all, if you know someone who is like still not accepting their sexuality or hating themselves because of their sexuality, I want you all to tell that person that no matter what sexuality you are, no matter what you are, you're still you. My view of you not gonna change just because your sexuality is not what I expected. And for you all, my boys and girls who are still in the closet, cheer up. And that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Andika, for your great speech. Okay, next we have Miss Michelle Indigo from SMA Santo Yosef with the title Insecurity. Time and place are yours.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So today I'm going to start with a song by Isabel Foster with title Insecurities. So I'm not going to sing today because I'm not really good at singing. So yeah, let's just hear the song.
I have insecurities. I try to ignore them, but it's hard when you feel you're not good enough. I am antisocial. I feel like everyone is judging me based off of what they see. But I'm perfect in all my ways. No matter what happened today, just shake it off and restart, because tomorrow's a brand new day. I'm positive and smart. I have a good heart. At least that's what I tell myself to keep away the dark thoughts.
Okay, that's all, and it's such a beautiful song. Isabel told us that she had insecurity, and people always judge her based off what they see. But Isabel also taught us to accept who we are because we're perfect in all our ways. So everybody deals with insecurity from time to time. It produces anxiety about your goals, your relationship, your physical appearance, your job, and ability to handle certain situations. The reason why we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reels. You might often think that most, if not everyone, is better than you are. What you need to remember is that you are only seeing the image they portray to others. It doesn't make any sense to compare yourself to that. The reason why we compare ourselves to others is because we care about a fake narrative of our social status. It only makes sense to compare yourself to who you were yesterday. So how to deal with insecurity, how to deal with it. So I'm going to say this to you. Just stop being unhappy with yourself. You're perfect. Stop wishing you look like someone else or wishing people like you as much as they like someone else. Stop trying to get attention from those who hurt you. Stop hating your body, your face, your personality, your quirks, your job. Love them. Without those things, you wouldn't be you. And why would you want to be anyone else? Just be confident with who you are. And say this to yourself: my happiness will not depend on others anymore. I'm happy because I love who I am. I love my flaws, I love my imperfections, and they make me, and me is pretty amazing. So last thing I'm gonna say is just be the best versions of yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Michelle, for your great speech. Okay, next we have Miss Salsa Francisca from SMA Negeri 1 Makapinlang with the title Self Love. Why not? The stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Who here likes to watch Korean drama? Oh, I also really like to watch Korean drama. Why? It's because there are so many moral messages that we can get from Korean drama. Here, I have 3 Korean drama that I really love and have a very good moral message for me, and of course all of us here. The first Korean drama is My ID is Gangnam Gun. This drama is tells the story about a young woman who has struggled with her face until she finally decided to do plastic surgery. The lesson we can take from this drama is that we must remain confident in our appearance, regardless of how it looks, because appearance is not everything. Looking good is not necessarily feel happy. So, just be yourself without changing it like other people say. Second drama is She Was Pretty. This drama is tells the story of a childhood friend who changed faith as he grew up. And then she asked her beautiful friends to pretend to be herself in front of her childhood friends. Strange as it may seem, but this two soon realized that nothing is more important than emotional bonds. So she regained her confidence. Actually, we don't need to feel ashamed, insecure, or not confident with our appearance in front of our friends, in front of our family, in front of other people, because we are amazing, like me and Audrey. So Audrey is my best friend. She always said that I was beautiful, even though I didn't necessarily feel that way. When I feel insecure, when I feel not confident with my appearance, she always there to support me and said that I was very beautiful. I'm really grateful to have a friend like her. The third drama is True Beauty. I'm sure this drama is widely watched by teenagers. So this drama tells the story about a young woman who being considered to have an ugly face by friends school. This made her friends who stay away from her and bully her. This incident can be life lesson that seeing someone by their physical appearance cannot be justified, because the most important things is manner and a kind heart. In fact, beauty privilege is still inherent in everyday life. So, when I was in junior high school, I have a friend who had curly hair, but she did not confident with that. So she smoothed her hair every month to make it look straight. Oh, I think there's no problem with the appearance of our hair. Even if it's straight, it's curly, black, or brown, or whatever, it doesn't matter. Because we are unique, we are special, and we are beautiful. So, the life lesson we can take from the third Korean drama above is number 1, every human being is unique, and the process is needed able to accept all the strengths and weaknesses of each other. Number 2, physical appearance is also not everything. The last but not least is there always be people who respect, even if all you see are people laughing. So, what are you waiting for? Be the best version of yourself and love yourself. Because you, and we are amazing just the way you are. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Salsa, for your great speech. Okay, next we have Mr. Gilbert Gada Nathaniel Purba from SMA Santo Yosef with the title Indonesian Culture. Mr. Gilbert, the stage is yours.
Okay, Jonathan, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Hey, good night, ladies and gentlemen, and all my friends. First of all, let's thanks to God who has been giving the blessing to us until we can attend this meeting without any problem and any troubles. At this time, I would like to speak about Indonesian culture. Yes, what is culture? Of course, that's what you guys think right now. Let me explain to you. Okay, culture is a life method which grown up in society area, which hair by generation to the next generation, such as language, traditional dance, traditional clothing, and many more. For example, this is ulos, one of Indonesia culture, traditional clothing from Batak. Yeah, you know, fun fact from the ulos, this thing can increase your handsome maybe above 1,000%. Anyway, in Indonesia, more than 17,000 islands and 1,000 tribes. Each tribe has their own culture. In other words, Indonesia has so many culture, but there are a big problem. Over time, this culture fades due to technology advice and globalization. For example, a total 11 traditional language in Indonesia at 2019 become extinct based on Indonesian government. Maluku is the region with the most loss of traditional language, namely 9 languages. And the other 2 from West Papua and Papua. And there are any problems, like there are some of our culture that almost stolen by another countries, like batik and reok. Isn't so sad? Don't you care about it, guys? Our culture has been stolen and disappeared. We cannot just sing this. We must do something. We can do a little actions, some little actions, just like don't be shy showing off your culture, learn some Indonesian culture, and many more. Come on, guys, let's protect our culture so that we can pass it on to the future. Especially you, Indonesian young generation, don't be shy. Be brave about your culture. And of course, save our culture. I think it's enough for me to present my speech. I hope you all get in my speech. In the end, thank you very much. See you next time. Stay healthy. Goodbye and stay classic.
Thank you, Mr. Gilbert Gada, for your great speech. Okay, thanks everyone for your speeches. Okay, let's move to breakout room. Before we continue, let's enjoy video performance from SMA Santo Yosef, from the student of SMA Santo Yosef.
Lembaran foto kita puji, kita pulang coba ingat lagi wangi rumah di sore itu, kue coklat balon warna-warni, pesta hari
Wow. Wow, what an amazing performance from the students of SMA Santo Yosef. And yes, we're gonna back to the speech again. Next, we're gonna have Miss Cindy Christina from SMA Santo Yosef with her speech with the title Is Simple But Forgotten. Stage is yours. Thank you.
Respect the audience and everyone here today. First of all, I'd like to praise our God for the help. Because of Him, we are able to attend this meeting. And I'd like to thank to the audience for giving me this very special opportunity to deliver my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a story tells about a rich man and a poor man. The rich man could both anything that he wanted, different with the poor man. However, the rich man was confused. Why the poor man seems always happy even though he didn't have a car, a big house, and a good style. Finally, someday the rich man came and asked, and the answer made him surprised. Based on the poor man, be grateful is the key. An action that totally can change our life. Be grateful. Simple word but brings big impact. Most of people will be grateful if they are happy. We are happy, we are grateful. But I hope after you receive my speech, your mindset will change. Think again. If you're happy then you're grateful means there's a day where you can feel depressed. We all know a number of people who have everything will take to be happy. And they are not happy. Because they want something else or they want more of the same. That is one of the examples of ungrateful. After getting what they want, they feel not satisfied, then they want something else or want more of the same. Repeat again, get something, not satisfied, want something else. And repeat. Then until when do you want to repeat that? One of the reasons why people feel ungrateful is like to compare their life, compare themselves with their surrounding. We need to know our life story is different. Our talent is different and also our ability. We are created by the God differently. Why should we compare then? Then how to be cheerful in all of our day? Actually, it's simple. Grateful first. Gratitude creates the happiness. So it's not happiness that makes us grateful. It's gratefulness that makes us happy. Today, I'm grateful as I attend this meeting healthily. Out there, thousands, even millions of people are infected by COVID-19. Now, I'm at my house together with my family. Out there, lots of people are miserable. I'm pleasant with what my parents provide for my online learning process. Do you know, lots of students stop their school only because they don't have a modern technology. There are lots of simple things that we can be grateful for. Start from now, be grateful, then you are happy. So, have you grateful today? And what are you grateful for? Finally, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for my speech. I hope it can be useful for us. Thank you for your attention and good evening.
Yes, give her applause and amazing speech from her. And next, we're gonna have Miss Theodora Suhartanto from SMA Santo Yosef with the title The Hunting of Protected Animal. Stage is yours. Thanks.
Okay, hello everyone. I must say it is such an honor for me to be here to present my speech in front of all these special guest, special event, and of course, I have to present a special speech. And my topic this evening is the hunting of protected animals. Have you guys ever wondering why are those wild animals suddenly become a part of protected animals? One of the reasons is because there are a lot of hunters out there who hunt the wild animals for their own business. I'm sure that all of us here, at least once in a lifetime, have heard about the smuggling of protected animals. The smuggling of elephant tusks and tiger skin are the example. So I have a little interesting story for you. There was one evening when I strolled around and suddenly I saw a big guy. He was holding a big knife in his hand. I watched him from a distance and watched him, of course, quietly to see what will happen next. Then he started to chop and chop something under him. I don't know what was that. Then I ran towards him to see what he chopped. And what he was chopped was a one of protected animals. It's very sad and it's very tragic, isn't it? And at the time, I was also thinking like, so do you have really no money to afford chicken or beef? But yeah, anyway, do you know that in 2016, the number of tigers had been decreasing for about 96% in the last 100 years? There were 100,000 tigers, and the remain is less than 4,000. Let's talk about another protected animals. Let's talk about rhino. I'm sure that everyone here knows what rhino is. But in 2019, the population of rhino is less than 70. Now my question is, what if those numbers happen to human population? What if human population become less than 70? What will you do? Of course, what we really have to do is to do anything to help the number to increase. There are many things that we can do. First, we can help with the conservation. Second, we have to stop the hunters from hunting the wild protected animals. And lastly, the most important one, we need to educate people around us to stop whether killing, smuggling, or even hunting the wild protected animals. And you guys have to know that hunting animals has no benefit. But if you want to enjoy the wild animals, you can visit them in their nature, in their habitat, maybe in zoo or in safari park. The hunting of protected animals really has no benefit, but if we help to conserve them or to keep them safe, it's really give benefit for us, for nature also. For example, one of the benefits is for education. Probably in the future, our next generation will really need to see all those protected animals in real life, maybe for entertainment or just for education. Another benefit is that protected animals preserve us heritage and culture, which impacts the country's economy when the tourists come to the countries. At the end of this speech, I want you to underline that hunting protected animals has no benefit, but helping them give a big benefit for us, nature, and the animal itself. I hope none of us here are being the part of protected animals hunter, because protected animals are the living things, same as human. Thank you for your attention.
Yes, wonderful speech from Miss Theodora. And attention please to all participants in the breakout room. Please move to main session right now. I repeat, attention please to all participants in the breakout room. Please move to main session right now. Thank you guys. And meanwhile we waiting the participant to move in this breakout room, let's share some thoughts. Okay, welcome back to all of you. Now we have some words from our teacher. Please welcome Mr. Prima, Mr. Don, and Ma'am Erna. The stage is yours.
Ma'am, are you there? There's no ma'am.
Okay, maybe Sir Don will start first, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. What should I say? Yeah, I'm amazed and then a bit shocked, surprised because in the previous preparation, I was a bit, yeah, let's say a bit hesitate, yeah, put some doubt in my opinion about you guys, but yeah, you surprise me. Yeah, me and Mr. Sir Prima, for a few, let's say 2 or 3 minutes, when you guys, each of you, were try to deliver the, or is it not try, deliver the speech. Yeah, we just, come on, seriously, this dude, this girl. But yeah, actually, yeah, what is it? I cannot. How can I put it in words? Yeah. How about you, sir? Thank you so much ya guys. Bener-bener saya suka banget ini malam ini. Serius.
Anyway, is it feedback in your place, sir? No, yeah.
It's okay, feedback or I don't care.
Just say something,
Okay,
sir. What do you
ladies
want
and
to
gentlemen,
say?
it is definitely a mind-blowing performance. Yeah, it was really great. Beyond my expectation actually. Like what Sir Don has told us before, that we didn't expect you to do this great, but you can do the quantum leap, I would say. It seems that what you have done so far with the coaches, this is the result. Yeah, and honestly speaking, I personally am really proud of you, all of you, especially those who I assume you are very quiet. For the first time I see
Yeah,
you.
that's it.
Yeah, when you are very quiet, and then all of those mine gone now. Yeah, I cannot it's speechless. I cannot say anything. Ma'am Erna, you have done such a great job. Thank you so
Anyway,
much.
guys, hats off to you all.
Just, yeah, I just want to say that I'm proud of you, all participants here. You did
Not
best
us, yeah.
tonight.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, for the teachers also, so the best partners, both of you. Thank you so much for helping us. Thank you so much.
If you don't, if you don't say that, I'm leaving. Okay, bye, guys.
No, don't do that. No. Thank you so much for you teachers helping me in last minute. Okay, back to MC, please.
Wait.
Oh yeah,
I want to
wait.
thank.
You want to say
I want to
something?
thank all coaches.
Oh.
Really, you guys really help us here. David, well, thank you for your Thank you for your, let's say, suggestions, your inputs, and also who is it? Mr. Sharon, yeah.
Arun Sharma.
Arun Sharma. Okay, Mr. Arun Sharma, and also who is from the KL?
Mohamed
Rohijas.
Syairoz.
Yeah.
Syairoz.
Oh, Syairoz, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and
Thank
then
you, coaches.
Rohijas.
Thank you for your guidance to our students here. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Prima. Thank you so much, Mr. Don and Ma'am Erna, and the honorable, our coach, who have coached us. Would you say something, or yes? Thank you so much for all of you, our coach.
Can I just say something, Gabriel?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Of course.
It was an absolute joy for me to mentor and coach the students, and I would be pleased to help in any way I can. I'll certainly come over to Indonesia as soon as we can get on an airplane, because I love traveling. But it's been an absolute joy, and I agree wholeheartedly with the teachers that your students excelled tonight, and I hope, and I'm sure you're very, very proud of them. And as I promised, I sent a couple of pictures of the trophies that people get for speaking well, and I will bring them with me when I come over and give each of the students that I coached at least one of them. And thanks very much for the opportunity. It was magnificent.
Thank you so much, sir. And
actually, I still have something. I
Yes.
still have something in my mind.
Wait.
Stay in
Wait.
touch and let me know what it is. Please.
Actually, like, what have you been doing? Like, you really changed them. Like, in my mind, it's like you crafting a beautiful statues out of a plain rock. Like, what is the secret recipe, coach?
Well, it's something I teach in workshops. It's about high performance in anything is really based on potential minus interference. Now, by the interference, all I mean by that is mindsets, what other people say you can't or can't do. But everyone has the ability and the talent and the resources to become really good at public speaking and other things. And I'm sure that all lessons, but it really is about that. If you believe you can, you can. And if you've got good mentors and coaches around you, they will help you through. And we all need that. I mean, I'm 76 years of age now, and I have had mentors in my life, and I still have some, and I praise them for that. So it's about believing in oneself, encircling yourself with good mentors and coaches, listening to what they have to say, and then just practice. And that's what the students did. I mean, I spoke with the students 5 times, I think, and it was pleasing to me to see that, Cindy was talking about her speech when she finished there. She remembered that I said gratitude rather than grateful all the time. Kenny, was magnificent with his gaming, and it's a great message to young folk. I think that, nothing pleases me more. And what I'd like to do, if it's okay with the school, I would like to stay in touch with the school and invite some of the students to come and speak at my Toastmasters Club at some stage. We do it online, and that would be awesome for me. And I teach students all over the place in Malaysia, and I'm doing some of this tomorrow with a local school here. So if I can be of service to your school, I'd be more than happy to do that. So please stay in touch. And if you've got any ideas about how we can coach the young people in the next 12 months to get them, that step higher for next World Speech Day, I'd be happy to be involved with that. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your all that you've done to us. And please, all participants, MC, open your camera, and of course mute. And I wanna ask something to you guys. Will you say something, mentees?
Yes, we will actually.
Thank you, Coach, for the knowledge and experience that you shared for us.
See you on World Speech Day, St. Joseph English Club 2022. Goodbye.
Yep. That's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you to all of you, all participants, all attendants, and let's enjoy the video performing, and Goodbye. See you on the next WSD. Bye.
You can all go and celebrate now.
Yes, sir.
I'll go to bed. It's 12 in the evening. 12. That's midnight for me. So, see you all later. Take care now. Bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you, Coach David.
Thank you, Coach.
我们有过的经验，居然败给了时间。是你先说出再见，那一段情深眼间，划过了乌云点点。怀念，随风飘得好遥远，如今再也看不见。我走出灰色屋檐，放下那苦辣酸甜，心里勇气感慨万千。爱你就是一厢情愿，你却像风筝无尽断线，长在心里的悔恨，谁也别再埋怨，只怪爱的福分太浅。爱你就是一厢情愿，明天留下无尽的思念，随着无声的岁月，将爱慢慢搁浅，一厢情愿为难了你，为难自己。有淡淡怀念，随风飘得好遥远，如今再也看不见。我走出灰色屋檐，放下那苦辣酸甜，心里勇气感慨万千。爱你就是一厢情愿，你却像风筝无尽断线，长在心里的悔恨，谁也别再埋怨，只怪爱的福分太浅。爱你就是一厢情愿，明天留下无尽的思念，随着无声的岁月，将爱慢慢搁浅，一厢情愿为难了你，为难自己。爱你就是一厢情愿，你却像风筝无尽断线，藏在心里的悔恨，谁也别再埋怨，只怪爱的福分太浅。爱你就是一厢情愿，明天留下无尽的思念，随着无声的岁月，将爱慢慢搁浅，一厢情愿为难了你，为难自己。一厢情愿为难了你，为难自己。
Amazing performance from Mr. Arata, and giving applause. Lengkap hơi neng nei chai cùng Chen chai Chen.
Baik, berikutnya ada snack tapi secara virtual ya snacknya ya. Oke, silakan diedarkan.
Jauh ya.
Bye-bye. Udah boleh pulang.
Goodbye guys. Have a good
Bye, thank you.
Good night.
Besok masuk ya.
Besok sekolah.
Besok sekolah. Bangun lagi pada kenyataan yang ada.
I hate school.
Of course. Can we WSD every time?
Salsa Francisca, halo. Waduh, ini murid les saya dulu ini.
Hi,
Barata, you are here. Aduh, gimana Barata? Aku nangis loh tadi denger lagumu itu. Kalau dulu kan kamu kan waktu masih sekolah kan nyanyinya kan yang riang-riang. Sekarang kok tumbennya lagumu kok melankolis begitu?
Ya, memang style saya sih paling sukanya lagu itu sih.
Oh, your style. I knew it. I knew it. Okay.
I'm leaving.
You leaving?
Yeah, I mean because.
Yep.
Oke. Oke. Michelle, silakan dilanjutkan makannya lagi. Ya.
Makasih Bang.
Okay,
Yo,
bye guys.
bye.
Good job,
Bye,
Felsi.
guys.
Good job. And everyone.
You guys,
Good job,
awesome.
everyone.
Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And I will retire from MC. I'm tremor right now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Zen and friends. Bye-bye.